Hey guys, how you going? Alright, welcome to another episode of Turley's Tipping Point. Righto, this week's episode is brought to you from my car because it's the only place where I can get a quiet moment in to get a bit fucking frustrated. How about that? Anyway, so what's today's tipping point? Kids. You know what? If you've got kids, you're going to understand this, and if you don't have kids, you're probably not going to want to have them after this, alright? What's frustrating about... Don't get me wrong, I love my kids, alright? My kids mean the world to me. I wouldn't have them any other way. But I tell you fucking what, there are some crazy ass points to being a parent, alright? And I take my hat off to any parent out there who's going to be able to level with me and understand this point. You've got kids, alright? When is a good time to sit down and watch a movie? When is a good time for you to be able to sit down, chill out, and watch a movie? A movie you want to work. You've got partners, you know, and some of us have different tastes. I'm into war movies. My partner is not into war movies. So I wanted to sit down today and watch a war movie. I thought the kids would be all right. It's pretty quiet around. I did the old look around the house, and I was like, sweet, it's quiet. Missus is doing some study. Kids are quiet. Next minute, shit you not, as soon as I press play on the Netflix, boom, the house lit up, kids were everywhere, wanting to draw on the coffee table, you know, instead of in their room or in the playroom where we got two tables for drawing, you know, so we can set them up. But how frustrating is that shit? You know, so if you got kids, you understand. If you guys don't have kids, I'm telling you what, and you think it's great to have kids, get fucked. How about that? Fuck off. It's not great. Some days is shit house. And like I said, I love my kids, but this is legit. It's terrible. All right, it's fucking shit. You can't do anything. You can't go anywhere. I was talking to my wife today about something about some friends of hers or ours or something or other went somewhere and did something, and I said to her, I said, isn't it nice to be able to get babysitters? Isn't it nice to be able to... Right, that's it. The mud run. Great. You know how many times you got to sacrifice? This is the biggest tipping point for me this week so far, right? Do you know how many... This here annoys me too. I get on a video and I want to tell you guys all about some crazy ass shit, and I'll tell you about how fucking pissed off I am, and then I get messages from everyone. And then a banner comes up and I get all fucking lost and confused. But this is the tipping point. We can't even go shopping. This is how much our kids suck, right? Kids at school, kids are at daycare. We've got 3 kids, right? One's at school all day and 2 are at daycare all day. As a parent, you forget about yourself, don't you? You can't even walk into Target or Kmart. You can't even walk into Cotton On, you know, without having to go to the Cotton On kids section, just because you feel like shit if you walk out and don't look at anything for your kids or buy something for them. I don't know how many times we've walked into Target for us and we've walked out for them and they're not even with us. I blew my lid this week when I was with my wife. She's like, I want to go in there, and I'm going to go and look in there for some new work clothes. I'm starting a new job. I want to start, you know, this is what I need. I need to dress smart casual. I'm going in there, and boom, here we are. We're in the kids section. Where the fuck did that come from? The kids aren't with us. They're not here with me now, and all of a sudden, you know, we're in the kids section looking for kids' clothes, see what we can buy them, see what we can give them. You know, because as parents, sometimes we don't have the luxury of being able to sacrifice a little bit of time for ourselves, all right? And then all of a sudden, when you do think you have, you're like, all right, this moment's for us. All of a sudden, boom, you hit with the guilt. Oh, but that over there, that's something that the kids would love. Oh, that's something the kids would like. It's fucking shit. Being a single person or being a person with no kids, you can just walk into the shop and guess what? You can do your fucking dandy thing. You can walk in, you can have a look around, you can take your time. And when we do go with the kids, we don't spend a lot of time there because they crack the shits. They crack the shits because we don't buy them something. And yet when we go there on our own, we got to go because we feel bad because we're not buying them anything then. All right, that's Turley's tipping point for this week. All right, don't have kids. All right, unless you know what you're getting in for. But if you do have kids, love them. All right, love them. Give them everything they got. And just remember, being a parent's frustrating. Being a parent sucks sometimes, but it's the greatest reward you can ever have. And that's me just blowing off some steam. So I'm going to go now before I start ranting on about something else and then you guys get bored. All right, cheers. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next week.